Okay.
Hello, Internet. This is the boyish voice behind your new fave songs.
I wanted to make a video about Skin Tight because everybody always asks, like, who are your songs about? I mean, usually I don't tell people because I'm like, we don't talk anyways, so why do you think I'm gonna tell you so much personal information? This song wasn't really about a specific person per se. I think it's about kind of important issue. So I figured, you know, people are gonna ask a question anyways, so I should share my opinion and voice about it. Basically, this is a song to all the people that I have ever liked or tried to get to like me but didn't like me back genuinely for me. And now I'm coming to this realization that that's okay and they can do them and I can do me, and that's not the group I'm trying to even like get at anymore. Or that's like not my group I'm trying to impress. This is just for anybody that doesn't feel like they fit the frickin' status quo of whatever group that they're trying to fit into, and that makes them feel like they're not good enough as they are. So since I was little, I was bullied in school because of the way that I looked, and I always just thought that there was something wrong with me, and I'd always just be like, dang it, why'd I have to be Asian? Or like, crap, why am I freaking like 4 feet tall? I don't blame myself because I grew up in a really beautiful area with beautiful people. Like, it's weird how people look so good here. Almost like all of my friends, I'm like, so you guys are all like Instagram influencers? Which is cool. Cool, more power to you. That's not me, but it's okay. And I also grew up in a church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, aka the Mormons. That's also a group of really pretty people. I don't know if it's because like we don't smoke or drink or whatever, but for some reason, like that demographic of people is like also freaking like hot people. And that's hard to keep up with. As I grew up in this, like, they never liked me back like that. Not to say I wasn't liked, like I think a lot of people appreciated me and like were my friend. That wasn't like romantically reciprocated to me, so it like honestly wasn't even until I got in college that I felt like people would ever like want to date me. And I'm not saying this to like be like feel bad for me. I'm telling you like this is like the truth of actually how it is. It took me like getting to the point where I was like 21 years old to realize I'm like, wait, all right, I don't suck. I'm not ugly. I'm actually pretty likable, I'd like to think. Maybe I'm just seeing this all wrong. Maybe I'm just going for the wrong people. I'm always gonna end up at this dead end because these aren't the type of people that even like match up with what I'm about. So I was just going through the facts of it and went on Google. There's 7.7 billion people in the world right now as of April 2019, according to worldometers.info. So the world population is almost freaking 8 billion people, and I go to a church where there's like maybe 30 dudes, and I'm like, all right, these 30 guys don't like you? That's like such a small, teeny, tiny freaking percentage of the world, and that does not mean anything about you. When I went to college, I feel like I was finally getting to a point where like I was starting to like look more the part, because I was like, you know, everyone's like tan there, my hair's like down to my butt, you're just walking around in a bikini and you're like, I'm in. I think people finally like me now. Yeah, people can think you're attractive or whatever, but you're still gonna be who you are. I realized that when I, you know, was 17, I go off to Hawaii and I'm like, why am I still not getting the dudes that I thought that I wanted? So like more that I kind of realized that even if I was stereotypically and physically fitting the proportions that I was like supposed to, I'm still who I am, and that still didn't seem like it was enough. And so I've talked a lot about going through an eating disorder, and that was really like one of the best things for my life, even though it's been like the hardest thing in my life. It's forced me to have a greater appreciation and recognition of my self-worth. And I think that the more that you become who you really are and become more of an individual and you're actually like trying to be authentic and trying to be yourself, the harder it is for you to find someone that you're gonna match up with, because you're not this basic bland combo. Just being really surface level, like the more that you actually are yourself, the more that it like sets you off on this like spike of like where you're weirdly over here on the graph, and like I don't know who's gonna jump over to that, but or like who's gonna match up with you, but it's whatever, because I realized the more that you are yourself, the happier you're gonna be, because you're like living your truth. So you're gonna feel the best when you are yourself. In the last couple of years, I've kind of just been, testing my boundaries and trying to figure out who I am. And so everything that I feel like I'm doing does not fit the little things that people want me to be doing. But it almost like empowers me more that I'm making decisions for myself and I am an individual. So quit school multiple times. Cut my hair, that was major. Got an Android. You'll see who's really your friends when you cut your hair and you get an Android. It's like not even a joke. I've just been doing so many things that have become these barriers, like social barriers. Like the more true I am to myself, I'm like, yeah, I want to cut my hair. I want to get a better phone. People are gonna have a problem with it. And it shows you who's like actually a legitimate friend. Shout out to Beef, Bethany. Sticks by my side no matter what phone I have, no matter what haircut I have. I just text her and tell her I'm cutting off all my hair and she's like, hell yeah. I think like, I don't know, the more that you are true to yourself, the harder it is to go back and to settle for anybody that doesn't accept that about you. So, this song is like not just about boys per se or like your romantic interests, it's just about people in general. You can spend so long not being accepted because you don't fit like these requirements, you don't check off these boxes, but once you step outside of it and realize there's a whole freaking world out there of 7.7 billion people, and there's only 15 million in your church, and there's only like 40 in your area, and you're basing your self-worth because of these potato sack dudes here that don't think you're hot or whatever, like that's bull. That's crap. But this like song is so empowering to me. I just want to like shout it from the rooftops. It's like, you think that I'm not whatever, but I think you're not whatever either. So I'm happy being myself. I'm the happiest I've ever been being true to myself. So cool. Maybe you're judging me because I don't fit all these requirements that would be in your picture perfect wife, but like, I don't want to be your wife anyways. It sucks that like dudes sit around and like, that girl's getting so fat, or that girl has potential to be fat. Excuse me, who do you think you are? Why do you think you have so much to offer? Boys are so hypercritical. You don't have that great of a personality. You're kind of mean. You're not that cool. In what way are you qualified to become the judge and to expect that you're gonna get a freaking Victoria's Secret angel when you're acting like a dumbass? So, most girls, I would say, when they talk about dudes, yeah, like the most they say is like, yeah, that guy's so hot or whatever, but usually they're like, oh, did you see the way he is with like kids? Or like, oh my gosh, he's so talented, or he's so sweet, or he's so insightful and smart, he like said this and this. And then dudes are just like, yeah, did you see like how big her butt is? And they'll openly say things about girls like, yeah, she's like kind of stupid, but whatever. She's kind of like pretty annoying, but like whatever. Like they have their bros. That covers their friendship needs, and then the girl covers their physical needs. And so they have their bros and they'll talk crap on their girl. She might even know, and she kind of doesn't care, or she just is fine with being submissive, but like, I'm done with that. So people tell you, why are you not dating anyone? Like, why are you not married yet? And I'm like, why are you settling, and why are you already divorced? They want long legs, they want, to have these beautiful piercing like blue or green eyes. They want the girl to have long hair. They need to be skinny, but like they don't want them to be too skinny. You want her to be confident, but you also want her to be able to have this great relationship with food where she can eat whatever she wants. She can pig out like with you, but at the same time, like she's still got like rock hard abs and the metabolism of a freaking cheetah. Or like a 3-year-old. So that's unrealistic. And good luck if you find that girl.
Something that boys hate, girls with opinions.
They want a girl that's smart, but they don't want a girl that's smarter than them. They want a girl that questions things and like has her own opinions, but like they can't be different than their opinions. Like they can't be questioning them and making them feel like less of a man, because then if that girl has an opinion and she's speaking out about it, she's a bitch. 100%. That girl's crazy. She's like some feminist chick, I don't know. Oh, it's like a humanist? Like a person who just believes in being a decent human being to like everybody? But if you want to turn a guy off, that's a good way. A lot of the times I think as a girl, it's like such a hard world in high school and in middle school and stuff. Any dude comes at you, they might disrespect you, there might be like no consent. A lot of the times you just take it because you're like, okay, I'm getting attention, like this is good, like I guess this is what I gotta do. And you absolutely don't. You don't have to settle for some dingus because you feel like you're not gonna get better. Because then you really put out this belief about yourself that you don't deserve any better than this dude. And it's not the truth, girl. Oh my gosh. There's this meme that's like, why are girls always expected to look like perfect 10s when the average man looks like warm coleslaw? It's so sucky that girls always have this expectation to be like hot, like beautiful girls, but they're like natural looking. And your homeboy is in his freaking socks and slides and his weird camo shirt, and you're just like, why am I trying to impress you? God or the universe or whoever created me did not create me for the intention to be a freaking supermodel for your dingus dude over here. That's not the purpose and intention of my existence. So when a lot of people tell me, they're like, aren't you sad, like, to be single? Like, don't you want a boyfriend? No. I am discovering who I am. I'm progressing as a person. I watch freaking babies every day. I'm preparing to be a freaking kick-ass mom and spouse or whatever for whoever is gonna end up leveling to where I want to be. You know, it says like listening to you talk is exhausting, and that's not the type of person I want to be with. That I feel frustrated all the freaking time with things they say, and I try to just like brush it off and act like it doesn't bother me, like these sexist or like rude things that they say. But a lot of times that's how it's been with dudes that I've liked. I've just been like, I hate what you say, but it's okay. You were nice that one time and you like me, so I gotta make sure you still keep liking me. That's really just sad for you, because that's what you're gonna end up with, is what you're settling for. I love the second verse because it's just like all of these little quirks that are my own that someday somebody will appreciate. Somebody will like freaking Good Charlotte and bands from 2004, and somebody will want to just like have actual deep talks about their life and about being a human being and whatever, things that matter, and talk on the freaking floor with me. Somebody will want that. But right now, if you want a girl that's gonna fake her music taste, that's actually kind of dumb, but she fits the picture and your bros approve, like, sweet, glad that's what you ended up with. That's not what I want. So Pasadena for me. I want something that's freaking fulfilling. I want a life and a career that's fulfilling and that makes me happy and that I enjoy and helps other people. And I want a relationship that's the same way. I don't want one-sided thing where I'm giving all of myself to some loser who in the end doesn't even think I'm good enough and that I will never be enough for, because who I truly am is not what they want. Two boys that are looking for a perfect, tall, skinny, blonde, hot chick that doesn't have strong opinions and no sense of humor. I'm not your girl, but I'm sure there's plenty of girls out there like that. In conclusion, thanks for watching this video. I hope this empowers somebody. I hope this song does, because you are more than enough on your own. You have a lot of potential and there's a lot of power in your potential and who you can become, but it's up to you to like harness that power and to progress as a person. And you're amazing how you are, and you don't need anybody to validate that. Hope I covered everything. Thanks for listening and supporting my music. It means a lot. Yeah, anyways, bye!